Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead. Take it away, Briana.
So this is titled Gente. Bartender who got her BA in Spanish Lit, reading Lorca at an open mic with her hand in her back pocket. Whittier street juggler with a bow tie and striped socks. I thought they only do this at La Linea as folks wait to cross back. Old man feeding LA street pigeons at a bus stop like it's his day job. Mariachi woman at Mariachi Plaza. You belong there just as much as they do. Man who asked me for change on my way to work. Man who asked me for change on my way home from work. Man who asked me for change in the parking lot. Woman with knotted hair who was yelling in front of Burrito King in Echo Park on a Saturday night. I wish I had more to give. Child who hustles chocolate bars to support his basketball team field trip. Artist selling his mixtape in Venice Beach like it's still 1998. Balletero man, tamal woman, pupusa selling grandmother at the mats. It is tempting, but I'm a vegetarian. Aztec dancers at Ruben Salazar Park with chachayotes wrapped around ankles, which resemble tree leaves shaking. Your dancing is healing our universe. Punk kids, hipster kids, psychedelic Spanish music making kids. Keep expressing yourselves. So that was the poem featured in Drylands. This is a poem titled My Poem Isn't a Persuasive Essay. And I do like to mention that this is a poem I don't think will ever feel completely finished just because of our political climate and all these never-ending headlines. How many more poems do we need to write until the children are hopscotching, feet against white lined, shapes against asphalt, rather than in cages? How much longer do we continue psychotically scribbling, smash the patriarchy, no war with Iran, water is life, Black Lives Matter, give the poor kid medical attention, the cold floor is no place for their last breath, God damn it. How many more hands, angrily performing stanzas, lips releasing spit of rage and helplessness? Poets stand up because we hardly know how else to help, because if we don't vomit out metaphors that might be my breakfast. Poets stand up in response to your lack of credibility. Toddler president tweets, my lord, my poem isn't a persuasive essay for your votes. My poem is a cry for help, released by pen and page. My poem is a shout. It is an airstrike to your country club. How many more Langston Hughes? How many more grandmothers holding signs that read, I can't believe I'm still protesting this shit? How many more Maya Angelos? How many more Allen Ginsberg's howls of anti-war? How many more John Lennon's bed-ins for peace? How many more banned books? Your White House is filled with cisgendered white men, dominating mother of marrying fishnets underneath her faintly blue mantle. Donald Trump, oh how I've grown sick of that name. Regulating uteruses, teasing her clit with your AR-15s, blood on fingertips. My poem isn't a persuasive essay on gun control, but how many more children? Answer me, this isn't a rhetorical question. How many more poets? How many more martyrs? How many more pipelines? How many more oil spills? How much more spilled blood? How many more traumatic brain injuries until your stomachs feel satisfied? How many more doors do my small knuckles need to knock on? Write a poem. describing your thoughts on war. And then I'll just finish up with one last poem. It's titled, and Mother's Day is coming up, so it's appropriate. For my mother, a life of the party woman. I am a wild woman, granuda woman, shut your lips type of woman, dance on tabletops kind of woman. I am made from my grandmother's stubborn rib and my great-grandmother's had too much to drink liver. Made from the dirt on the faces of children at play, and from the sweat of my father working underneath a summer sun. I am a wild woman, uncensored kind of woman, a you don't like me, well, you can leave sort of woman. Don't need your permission kind of woman. As a matter of fact, I make the rules type woman. I am a warrior doll woman, but I treat others with kindness woman. I'm a loose-lipped woman, word vomit woman, hair flying wild with the wind woman, scares the men away woman, made from hands that patty cake masa into tamales, made from hooves of horses, and my mother's soul's dancing tap tap for the universe. I am a wild woman. Thank you guys, thank you Dryland, and thank you all poets for reading today. Thank you.
Gracias, Briana. Thank you very much. We posted up some of Briana's links on the chat. Pro tip, I know there's like a lot going on in the chat and that's pretty cool. But what you can do is you can like save the chat so you can go back to it later and look at all those links, and you definitely want to do that. Before I introduce our final featured reader, I want to remind everybody that we are having a raffle for a copy of Hombre Lobo. You can just send Viva a private message and let them know you're interested in the raffle, and we'll have a winner by tonight. Let me see. Let me go ahead and read